How you doing today? It's afternoon. It's afternoon. Don't let the weather or the rain deceive you. It is afternoon, and it is the 17th day in the month of September 2024. So I remember this: 30 days at September, April, June, and November. Oh my gosh! 13 days, and September will be over. I can't wait. So just how many days ago we're screaming Happy New Month? Today is day 17. 13 days and we are done. Oh my god. Yo, how you doing today? How's your mind? How's your body? And how is your soul? What's popping? What's up? How you day? I bought fuel for 1,300 naira per liter today, which is 50 naira less than how much I bought it last week. So I'm guessing there's some level of improvement. I mean, 50 naira is something. I think so. So I'm grateful for that. And my gratitude is mixed with optimism that in no distant time we will not come on the air and be having conversations about hiking fuel price. I have so much faith in the possibilities of a better Nigeria. I want to believe that even if things get too bad, there will be something called provision for us to have all our needs met. And I know some of you may not agree with me. Didn't you stop talking about faith, Joe? Things done bad. Things done bad and bad. Just leave it. Hungry. Hands off, embarrassing. No, I want to believe that some way, somehow, we'll see the light at the end of the tunnel and we'll all be grateful for it. My name is Menace Walu. Welcome to Tuesday's episode of The Sunny Side. The menace of vandalism in Nigeria is our conversation this hour. It will take us up until 1 o'clock hour. The news break, trending stories comes up at 1, and afterwards a live appearance, then a recorded program. So the entire 1 o'clock hour is not for me. It's not for us. But be a part of it. 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock hour. Enemies. I keep hearing that word every day. And as much as the Bible admonishes us to love our enemies, do they actually exist? Or is it a figment of our imagination? Is this something we've just been taught to believe over the years? It's not real. Nah, it can't be real. I don't want to believe I have enemies. I don't want to think about it. How can you consider me an enemy? How can I? No. Anyway, so that conversation 2 to 3, and then the sunny side will come to an end. So let's start from the very beginning. Vandalism. Let us start with the one we are all familiar with, the one we can all relate to. You drive by a bridge, a flyover, or a very beautiful facility or building, or maybe a park, flowers. The scenery is amazing. You know, some landscaping had been done, and hello, it feels like you are abroad. Take a good picture with probably a good phone that has a very wonderful lens. Clean the lens very well. Position yourself. Strike a pose. Have somebody that will take good shots. Post that picture, and it will seem like you are giving some abroad vibes. If you are abroad, very beautiful, you know, something that the people around there can be proud of, something that they can make boast of. Oh, have you been to that bridge? That bridge, fine, girl. I did my photo shoot. I see. If you see the place, the bridge is giving. Have you been to that place where they just planted some really beautiful flowers? Very beautiful. that place fine gun. If I snap picture there, people would think I'm in California, I'm in Canada, or mention one really nice place. Somebody, oh God, would go and urinate there. Somebody would go and defecate there. Somebody that they did not send message, nobody send them, will go and carry a spray can or carry paints with a brush, go there, mess up the place with some useless write-ups, e.g. Asari was here, so thing was here, Metropolis rubbish. You would see clearly, do not urinate here or pay fine. Ladies and gentlemen, somebody before your very eyes will go there and urinate and make a mess of the place. And before you know it, human beings cannot pass there because they will be unable to breathe. It will leave them breathless. It will choke them. Beautiful place. Before you know it, somebody will make that place his or her habitation. You start seeing pots. You start seeing what's it called now? Plates. Somebody will go and start selling deer. Oh, I'm sure you can relate with all of these things. Do we have a problem with beautiful things? Do we have a problem when we see something that is fine? Does it like, I don't like this fine something. Do you have a problem with something that is beautiful? Do we have a problem? I mean, we don't like better thing. No, come to think of it. That place that used to look like you were in California, or looks like, or is giving California vibes, or giving abroad vibes, or giving Garden City vibes, becomes dustbin. All the beautiful features that made it beautiful, one individual either destroys it or cuts away with it. Can we see to the protection of that which is of utmost benefit to us? The structure, the buildings, the properties. Okay, let's move on to a higher level now. Vandalism is a crime of intentionally damaging property belonging to other people. It also means any activity that is considered to be damaging or destroying something that was good. This thing was good. It was beautiful. But no, some individuals says, no, beauty. Beauty, we are allergic to beauty. We are allergic to good things. And they destroy it. They damage it. The act of vandalism in Nigeria has now assumed a frightening dimension and thus needs urgent solution. There is no day that one of such acts does not take place in one community or the other. It's commonplace in this country to see vandals destroy rail tracks. Imagine you are going from Port Harcourt to Aba with the conviction that you will get to your destination and the train stops at some point because some individuals feel like these train tracks that are here, it's not supposed to be here. I think I know where these train tracks will fit perfectly. They remove it and the train cannot move further. They remove bridge railings that are supposed to help, like, you hold it. They remove it. Okay, manholes. You are driving with the consciousness that, this place is, this bridge where they just do everything sharp. And your tire just gets into a hole. And you're wondering what's happening. You come out, they have removed the manhole. Manhole covers. Street lights. The street is well lit. You are driving in the night. It feels like you are in Las Vegas. Sorry, I'm mentioning all these names because, sorry, I'm just having abroad dreams lately. You drive in the night and you feel like you are in Las Vegas. You see the lights, everything popping, and somebody goes to collect the pole, spoil the lights. Armored cable, transformer, fuse, you name it. And other power infrastructure, they damage or they steal oil pipelines, telecommunications facilities, even critical aviation infrastructure. Somebody just feels like, nah, and this thing not supposed to be here. Let's remove it. But it is an offense in Nigeria. For any person who willfully and lawfully destroys or damages any property is guilty of an offense which, unless otherwise stated, is a misdemeanor. And that person is liable. If no other punishment is provided, of course, imprisonment for 2 years under the law. Now, just recently, somebody felt like the newly whatever renovations done on Third Mainland Bridge, the person went there to vandalize the aluminium railings. A 28-year-old man was arrested early yesterday morning for vandalizing aluminium railings on the bridge near the old school of nursing, heading towards the Third Mainland Bridge in Lagos. They caught him in the act like this. No denying. It was not a setup. You did it. But why? And that is why I'm going to ask 2 questions. I could go on and on, giving you statistics, telling us how much loss we encounter, because when these things are damaged or destroyed, they have to be replaced or fixed. I don't even want to go on and on about what happened during the end bad governance protest, where some people were damaging some government structure and all of that. That's a lot. When I saw those videos, so you damage them, funds are going to be expended to replace them or fix them. The oil pipeline vandalism, these companies will lose a lot because you vandalize the pipelines all in a bid to steal oil to carry out your illegal refining business. You don't fix those pipelines back. They have to be fixed. Hence, if they're not, explosions here and there, the oil leaks into the water, damages our environment and all of that. It's a lot. It's costing us a lot. But the question I have for us is, would a sense of ownership help us better protect public infrastructure or properties as opposed to destroying them? That sense of, this is our own. This is my own. The street light is mine. The armored cables, electricity, whatever, is mine. See this beautiful place where there is flower everywhere, is mine. See this rail is mine. It belongs to us. Will it help? That sense of ownership, will it help us better protect these public infrastructure and properties as opposed to destroying them? Question number 2. These things usually happen in various localities and communities, right? What roles can our local communities play in preventing vandalism of public properties? Let's talk. 0817 923 0002 and 0817 923 0003. Again, 0817 923 0002 and 0817 923 0003. WhatsApp and Telegram number is 0809-030-6416. On X, we are live at Nigeria Info PH, and our Facebook page remains Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. Our call screeners and stand by to take your calls first before passing you on to me in the studio. So, when you do call, the first voice you would hear would not be my voice, but that of a call screener. Okay, so I'll take the calls directly. I just got a message that I have to take it directly. Let's do this. Nigeria Info, good afternoon to you and welcome to the sunny side.
Hello.
Hi, good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, welcome.
My name is Okay, yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, shoot.
Okay, then. Sense of ownership. I don't know. Is it just saying it or in actual sense? People feel it that they own this thing. In the Niger Delta here, this oil, belongs to us. And we're seeing how this oil has profited many nations. How people that have this oil, in their land, just like us, the same food, how they are living. I think somebody will come and tell us that we should feel a sense of ownership. It's about feeling it in actual terms, knowing that we own this thing and we're enjoying it. I don't think there is any way anybody can convince any Niger Delta. In as much as we cannot justify destroying pipelines and anything, any Niger Delta, you tell them that, yeah, you have to do your land, so this is your own. And there's something you cannot even feed yourself. You can't even do anything. You can't go to school. You can't even enjoy electricity. Nothing. You're living in abject poverty. These are the reasons. Now you're talking about communities that have this. The communities that even have this oil, the communities that this oil even dwelling. These are the poorest before. They are even worse off than those communities that don't even have oil. So how would the community now come and know that most times the people that are vandalizing it to sons and daughters to spoil sometimes the poor destroyers. And when they do that, some of them you see that they teach how to listen to females for their community people, they train this in school, they pay scholarship, they do all this. You want to tell me that a community that is enjoying small things from an illegal source will now come and protect the pipeline for the federal government to use?
Okay, away from oil. What of the transformers that they are damaging and they're leaving that community in darkness?
Look, if we're talking about transformers and maybe infrastructures being built by government, people are not even interested in it. They are no longer, people are already bitter.
People are already bitter. What of the ones that private organizations actually build? See, it will hurt you to know that the reason why some places do not have electricity is not because provision was not made. It was. But guess what? Some individuals, you just stay in your house and you don't have electricity. And then they have a meeting and they tell you, the reason why we don't have is because some vandals came and took cable. Some vandals came and stole the fuse. Some vandals came and cut one important wire that is supposed to be supplying us. And you all now have to contribute within yourselves because you need it. That somebody is probably in that community. Put you all at a position where you encounter darkness and have to pay money to have whatever the person damaged fixed. Does it even make any sense? And it may take forever for it to get fixed. Zion from GRA, welcome to the sunny side.
Good afternoon to you this way.
Good afternoon to you, Zion.
I think it all narrows down to community leadership responsibility.
Okay.
The kind of community leaders we have today, a lot of them are lazy and jobless, and they are also part of those, or they are aware of this vandalism. Growing up as a child, I saw my father and his friends protecting community facilities because they use their sweat to bring that development to them. These vandals is because there is a market for these materials. If there's no market for vandal products or all these materials, would they vandalize it? No. It narrows down to communities. Communities that have all these metal yards or these stalk yards or how they call it here, How many times have the community gone to that place to place surveillance? You that is buying condemned iron, let us see the irons we are buying here. I hope manhole cover is not here. I hope bridge metals are not here. Do they do that? But rather, scrap here them owner, give us our own, you collect your own. That is what community leaders they do here. Give us your own, take your own.
What about cases of defacing a beautiful place? I mean, I don't know if you experienced Port Harcourt town when Port Harcourt town was Port Harcourt town. There were some beautiful sites there. Now human being like me, and you scatter those places.
The tourist fish here, the tilapias that were in those ponds, who ate those tilapias? You should not see human being. Tilapia here. If you go to tourist beach, tourist people go shout, go to tourist beach in those days, you see those tilapias, fish on those little ponds. Who ate them? What about the community? I guess the tourist beach is in the community. The zoo we are talking about in Port Harcourt is in the community. What is the community people doing to protect this government facility in their locality?
All right, thank you. Hello, here from Oyibo. Thank you so much for your patience. I think at some point you got disconnected. And then we hope, some persons are just so careless and act anyhow when it comes to public or private sector property. I think the best thing is for the government to put into the law the consequences involved in damaging public structures by these vandalizers. But there is a penalty for it if you are caught. So it's not a put into law, it's there, has always been there. I think with that, it will secure our properties and make our environment clean. Joshua Courier says a lot of vandals have wasted people's lives, especially manhole thieves. That is why it is not advisable to speed at night, else you may be somersaulting off a bridge. Bob from Indiana. Hi Bob, welcome.
Good afternoon, Dennis. How are you?
I'm good, Bob. How are you doing?
I'm fine too.
Talk to me.
Wow. Good discussion and good topic you brought in here again. It's not people like me and you. It's like them, but you're not like that. So, in this discussion, it's people that lack sense of belonging. There are two types of sense of belonging. One is our own. Two is my own. Coming to public infrastructure is our own, and we are meant to secure and protect it. They are the reward. All those nations we go, like Western world, America, UK, you see London Bridge, you see America, White House, all those things. They don't start to build it today. They built it some years ago because government is continuity. That's our own. Every new government, new infrastructure, we have to renovate president or vice president office or wife, this thing, with billions, because we don't have sense of that of belonging of our own. We build, we repeated everything. I don't know whether you have watched this film coming or something in London or the America.
Yeah, I've watched it.
Ordinary pigeon was protected. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Ordinary pigeon is not ordinary to them. It's protected by camera and security. That's why when a subject catch that pigeon, they arrested him. But our own here, we see it as our own, as a meat. We don't care. When somebody comes to Port Harcourt and says, Port Harcourt is fine, Garden City, it is you and me that will make it a Garden City.
All right, thank you, Bob. Joseph from Abloma, welcome, Joseph. Okonkwo, please, you would have to be patient. Joseph, go ahead.
Yes, good morning.
Good afternoon.
Good morning.
Good afternoon.
I like your discussion this morning. I so much like it. I say, wow, this kind of topic is coming. It's good for you to just throw more light on it, especially the color. That is on one side. Vandalism. if from your analysis in former Port Harcourt Council or the Port Harcourt was back then, that time, I could still remember that apart from just these individuals or some individuals or bad guys and some hide criminals and so on and so forth, which I have seen severally, and going to hide there, smoking, making the place to look as if it's not a place that's worth it. You understand? Trying to disfigure the place and trying to light the place as well. There is no deterrent that is used as what can be can go in, can make these people to go in for. Like for instance, you do something that is wrong. Do you know that some of these local governments are seeing here that are in universities? Some people mode blocks in front of the local government. Some people mode blocks in front of the local government, try to vandalize the place, and there's no deterrent. Nobody's questioning anybody. Then there are some schools too, where before you walk into the school premises, before you walk to the admin office, you see some guys maybe from the gate entrance smoking close to a small kiosk, and smoking, drinking alcohol, and pupils who are trekking, who are not using the school buses, they are moving towards that entrance from the main gate, entering the school premises. There's nobody trying to question anybody. That is why things are like that. If not, look at it, for instance, that Port Harcourt analysis you're giving about how Port Harcourt was Rivers State after them. If you go towards that, I need to go home and see that.
Don't even go there. Don't even go there.
You understand what I'm saying? It's messed up. Even the Salvation Ministry is taking over that place. I think so.
Okay. Thank you. Okonkwo, you are a very patient man, I must
commend you. Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon and welcome.
Chair, thank God for this observation and topic. People deliberately destroying beautiful places, both to government and community. Your first instance was a flyover. Sister Judy, have you imagined the of recreational centers, beautiful tourism places, about 5, 6, 10 years ago in Port Harcourt here? If you go to some of those places now, if there is not taken, you begin to vomit because of how dirty they are. And they were made to be dirty by the state citizens. All the good things there have been stolen or vandalized. Sister Didi, surprisingly, yesterday I went to a particular place, and about 5 years ago, that road.
For more talk, news and sports, stay tuned.